Internet, and welcome back to my series of film reviews. Last time we covered Avatar, and now we're here to take a look at the third entry in James Cameron's saga about a human who became part of a tribe of blue aliens and swears to defend them from genocidal humans. Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Oh joy, here we go again with the wolf boy picking on my name being Ash.
Somehow I knew that my fine Ash would come in because of the title of this movie being Fire and Ash.
Well, what do you expect, David? You often compare me to Ash Ketchum, Ash Melee, and Ash from Evil Dead. How would you feel if I called you David from Lilo and Stitch and David and Goliath?
I honestly would laugh my ass off.
You get the blue shell nuke.
Stop it!
I best be going. Be sure to subscribe to Beelzebub Simulator 2376. See you later.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, that's right. Avatar: Fire and Ash. Avatar: Fire and Ash takes place 1 year after the events of The Way of Water. Jake Sully, played once again by Sam Worthington, and Neytiri, played by Zoe Saldana, are mourning the death of their oldest son after he is killed in the previous film. In the previous film, we meet the McInerney clan, or as I like to call them, the Water Tribe. This time, we're introduced to the Magquan, also called the Ash People, or as I like to call them, the Fire Nation.
God damn it, Barb!
The Fire Nation in this movie is a more aggressive tribe on Pandora. The leader of the Fire Nation is Varang, played by Una Chaplin. Since she's the leader of the Ash People in this movie, I'm just going to refer to this character as the Fire Lord. Since we're going back to making comparisons to Avatar: The Last Airbender, she allies with the resurrected avatar of Colonel Miles Quaritch, played once again by Stephen Lang. Also returning from The Way of Water is a human allied with a Na'vi named Spider, played by Jack Champion. He's the biological son of Miles Quaritch, who defies his father, or at least his resurrected avatar. This video is going to be entirely spoiler-free, just like with my review of The Way of Water back in 2022. So without further ado, here are my thoughts on Avatar: Fire and Ash. I can confirm that yes, the Avengers Doomsday teaser leaks and rumors are true, but I ain't gonna get into that in this video. So yes, not all the Na'vi tribes in the world of Pandora are on the side of good. The Fire Nation are some of the worst, and they even ally with the RDA in their plot to commit mass genocide against the people of Pandora. Starting with Jake Sully and his family, who are mourning the loss of their son in The Way of Water. One new mechanic shown in this movie is how Spider, the human who befriends the Na'vi and is adopted by Jake and his family, is given the ability to breathe Pandoran air without needing to use a special breathing mask, and the Sky People are finding a way to have them breathe without masks while the Na'vi die. If there is one thing about Avatar: Fire and Ash I'd like to nitpick, it's that it borrows heavily from its predecessors and lacks originality in terms of story. Not to mention the ludicrous runtime of 3 hours and 15 minutes, so that means no bathroom breaks and no dozing off in the middle of the movie. You don't want to miss important story details. My advice for 3-hour movies in the theater: use the restroom before the movie, don't put too much butter on your popcorn, get some good nice rest before the movie, even if you end up drinking 4 shots of espresso in a row. And most importantly, we don't want another chicken jockey fiasco unlike with a Minecraft movie. Like The Way of Water, Fire and Ash expands upon the world of Pandora by including new tribes that are more hostile than what we've seen in the first 2 films. And like the first 2 films, the biggest standout are the visuals. James Cameron cooks hard when it comes to bringing Pandora to life. But at the same time, I like to see James Cameron take on other projects beyond strictly Avatar. Just as long as he doesn't beat a dead horse with the Terminator series, that's all I ask. I'm giving Avatar: Fire and Ash a 9 out of 10. Like its 2 predecessors, this movie is pure eye candy. Same with Denis Villeneuve's Dune movies. I like how Fire and Ash expands upon the world of Pandora by introducing us to new tribes that are way more hostile and aggressive than those we've seen in the previous films. And there's also a minor role play by Professor Lupin himself, David Thewlis. This film is dedicated to producer John Landau, who passed away from cancer in 2024. I'm sure he'd be smiling down upon the production team like AWA to the Na'vi. After Fire and Ash, there will be 2 more sequels coming a few years from now. While the biggest standout is the battle sequences, the visuals, and the characters, my biggest gripe is the lack of originality in terms of adding new story elements. They added some, but it felt like a copy and paste from the original 2009 film. But that didn't stop me from enjoying the hell out of this movie. Avatar: Fire and Ash is by far one of my top 10 favorite movies of 2025, behind Superman, K-pop Demon Hunters, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, F1 the Movie, and Sinners. If anybody wants me to upload a video talking about my top 10 favorite movies of 2025, I will gladly do so. I said at the end of my review of the first Avatar that I was going to reveal the full lineup of McInerney76 film reviews for the year of 2026 at the end of this video. Since we are officially a year away from the release of Avengers Doomsday, I am going to review every single MCU movie starting with Iron Man in January. However, I will not be re-reviewing Black Widow, Deadpool and Wolverine, Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolts, or the Fantastic Four First Steps, and not even the Disney Plus Marvel shows. Other 2026 releases that will get the McInerney76 film reviews treatment will include The Mandalorian and Grogu, The Legend of Aang The Last Airbender, and The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. As for Sonic and Sonic movie reviews, we have Supergirl, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and Avengers Doomsday. With that said, my first film review of 2026 will be Iron Man coming this January. And stay tuned for all exciting projects to come for 2026. The official Renaissance year for the Sonic and Sonic series. Till then, I'll see you all next time.
Hey David, I want to give you something.
And what would that be, Donatello? A Christmas present?
Maybe it is a Christmas gift.
Ooh, what do we got? A bottle of liquor for M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender? Or 2014 TMNT? Or maybe free pizza for life?
Pizza time.
Not now, Tobey Maguire. What have we here? A pipe bomb? Ah, well, I'm gonna open it anyway. A lump of coal? Really? I'm not naughty! Yes, I've gone to church in my bathrobe after watching Fan Fuck Up 4, and I've had a history of drinking myself silly, and being a funny comedic genius. The how in the hell am I naughty?
Well, you should know, too. You've been picking on Ash with the Fire and Ash joke, and I got something else for you, too.
Oh, jeepers, I don't like where this is going. No, not the room, not the slippers, and not my bacon cheeseburgers!
Come here, David!
Cut the video! Cut it before I get the shit kicked out of me!
That's what you get. Also, by the way, there is a movie playing called David, so get ducked on.
You're not sans, my fine Ash!
Donnie, execute Order 76.
Stay tuned for my upcoming review of Iron Man coming this January. Hey, watch the robe! If you so much as mother bus bucket! Oh great, now you're making me curse like Bill Murray! Until then, I'll see you all next time. Oh, my wolf nuggets!